What is up, guys? I'm here today to just give you a brief little Malthael guide. Right now I'm sitting in like Diamond 1 Master with Malthael, got about a 65 win rate. He's one of my better heroes. Just brings a lot to the table. So we're just going to go over the build, the play style, and then I'm going to go through replay and just show you exactly how to get a lot of value out of him in like typical play. So start with the build here. Level 1. I think there's really only one option to really get the good use out of Malthael and all of his tools, and it's on a pale horse. Gives you the 20% additional movement speed while mounted. Basically, it makes you able to catch up to anybody and apply mark to them, because you don't really want to be using your E to initially apply mark most of the time. It costs a lot of mana. He doesn't have a whole lot of mana, so you use it to reapply mark for most of the time. So you get a value applying the mark people. You also get value here with double soaking. You can transition quickly between lanes. He has a cleave on his auto attack, so you can apply mark to the minion wave. You don't really have to use your E. Let's use this, right? I can apply my mark, and see I applied my mark to everybody in that little radius there because of the cleave on my auto attack. So for example, here I'm going to restart toggle minions. So minions are coming in. So, I could use my E to apply the mark, or watch this. It just one auto attack, boom, two auto attacks, boom. Now I have all the minions, and I can just do this and go back and forth. So it takes maybe a fraction of a second longer to do that, but I save that 50 mana, and especially when I'm double soaking and I'm transitioning bot and top or whatever, top mid, and I'm just going back and forth, and I do that, 4 or 5 times. If I'm using my E every time to apply mana, that's like 500 mana essentially. That's all my mana that I just use. If I do it 5 times, times 2, right? 2 lanes. And so you don't really want to be using E when you're double soaking. Just 1, 2, 2, kind of mess it up, and now I'm just healing off of all those minions. So that's for 1. For 4, Malthael is in the solo lane, so I'm just gonna complete this. Just level, set level here. So die alone is the only option. You're going to be in the solo lane, so you're going to be against one hero most of the time. So you take that, and now you basically can solo any hero in the game if you can get on them. Few exceptions, but that's just going to give you your power to be able to push everybody back. If you're competing in the double soak, you can apply your mark to them. You'll push them back, and you'll outsoak them basically every time with that die alone. So what it does is it deals 50% more damage to heroes if it hits only one hero. So again, in the solo lane. This used to be the meta talent a long time ago, but they nerfed it a while ago. They nerfed kind of that whole build, the trait build. So die alone. 7. Let's say 90% of the time I'm getting Massacre, which just basically is Tormented Souls. So with this, Wraith Strike now damages and applies Reaper's Mark to enemies around the target. So before, if I would Wraith Strike, so if I Wraith Strike this guy, for example, right, I just hit this guy and nobody else. But after I get Massacre, now watch, I can apply a mark to everybody. I even got it on Arthas with my W. So that's what Tormented Souls does, right? Is like it releases like a circle around you in AoE and applies mark, but you can take that at level 7 and still get last rites. So that's why Tormented Souls is a bunk ult. It's worthless because you get it at 7 with this skill. So a few exceptions are, like, if I need to disable somebody's healing for whatever reason, like I really need to, like, sometimes you will beat Sonya in lane, but sometimes, like in a team fight, for example, if she's just able, we don't have any stuns, and she's just able to spin on the whole team, I might take Touch of Death. And what that does is it reduces healing on that target hero for 50%. So if I can stop her from healing, maybe we can burst through her spin, like if she's full spin build and we don't have any stuns or something. So there is definitely a time for this. Sometimes in the solo lane this can be good too, like if I really just want to crush whoever's in the solo lane. But this is definitely better for team fighting overall, because you apply your mark to everybody, you get that free level 10, and you're just able to heal now with your Q off of like everything around, especially on maps like Infernal Shrines, which is going to be the replay coming up. So Massacre, Last Rites. With Last Rites, it's just all about the timing. Like, even if they have like Medivhs or that can shield, you know, their damage, they got Blazes, they got Karazims, they got Rhaegar, they got something that can just like kind of stop Last Rites. You always just want to wait for them to use it, wait for them to burn it, see if you can just like get that hero low enough. So this just takes practice and knowing the timing and knowing what the other team has so that you don't waste it. And what it is exactly, apply death sentence to enemy hero that after 2 seconds deal damage to equal to 50% of the health missing, which means if they have less than a quarter of their HP, it will kill them, right? So, you know, and that's assuming they don't get healed or something. So 13, 13, I think all these three are viable. I usually take Inevitable End, which is the unstoppable, you know, the playstyle that I play, like I'm going in deep against these guys. So like for example, like I say I'm killing somebody over here, and now that the fort's gonna hit me, I can hit my unstoppable and it doesn't slow me, and I'm able to get out of the keep shots. So like I like to dive keeps sometimes, like they really don't expect it. You know, with an Arthas, you know, maybe they have like Uther with Joanna, and like, you know, they got Thrall, like they have all these roots and stuns. You know, I can jump in, like do my thing, get on this, and then cleanse, get out, and they're rooting me and they're stunning me, but I still get out. You know, it definitely takes practice, self cleanse. This is also can be good. The physical armor. You know, if they have like a bunch of auto attackers, if they're running like Greymane, Thrall, and I don't know, Vala or something, you know, or like Zul'jin, then this can be good, just getting that physical armor. And then this can be good too, right? If spell armor, you know, if they have a lot of spell damage. But this also takes timing because it kicks in after 2 seconds, unlike other spell shields where usually you're like instant. So you kind of have to pre-plan, like, you know, you're going into a big fight, pop it, you know, jump in, and then you have spell armor and while they're focusing you. 16, really only one skill to get is this one, and you're just reducing the cooldown on your Q, you're increasing the range by a little bit. You know, you can get those Qs as they're running away, and it just, you know, allows you to Q more and to heal more. Essentially, you're doing a lot more damage and you're healing more with this. So, and then 20, no one can stop death, super powerful. You know, there was a skill like originally in alpha that a lot of tanks had. I don't even remember what it's called, but you could bring yourself back to life, and they took it away from basically every hero because it was too OP. But they kind of gave it to some heroes, KTZ, Malthael. No one can stop death. Activate while dead to immediately respawn. So if I die, I can come right back. This is really good because of Last Rites. With Last Rites, you know, you can kill a hero. So if I know I can jump in and kill a hero, even though I'm gonna die, if I can get the Last Rites off and kill them, it's worth it because I can come right back. And now I just did a trade where it was 5v5. We both died. I come back, and by the time I get there, it's now going to be a 5v4, especially late game while both teams have 20. You know, if I can take out their tank or their healer with this, then and come back, then we're going to win that game basically because now it's a 5v4. As long as my team doesn't die by the time I get back. But I have a Pale Horse, right? So I'm going to come back really quick. I'm going to respawn immediately, come from here, and run back super fast with an increased move speed. So, you know, that's another reason why Pale Horse is good. All right, so that's that. We're just going to go into the replay now. And I'll show you kind of in action what the build does, how to double soak. This was just a game I played this morning. I wouldn't say it's like a particularly like game where I, you know, owned or like, but we win. So Infernal Shrines, he's really good on Infernal Shrines because the shrines spawn all those minions, right? And I can apply mark to all those minions here. And so I can heal off those minions as I'm attacking their heroes, and it's healing off of their heroes too. So, and then this is also a double soak map. You know, you'll see me. I'm gonna be double soaking mid and top a lot just to get the XP, and then that frees up my team to be a 4-man bot and to be able to push bot and get value there. You know, both teams. This is like a low master diamond game, so both teams are gonna have a double soaker. They're gonna use Samuro, but Malthael is a hard Samuro counter, and I'll show you exactly why. So I go Pale Horse, right? Let's see, which guy am I? And then, there it is. So I go Pale Horse, right? So here, see, I can catch up to that Samuro there, but he was able to dodge my auto attack. With Pale Horse, though, I'm able to catch up to him. So Varian goes in, realize we're not going to get any value here. Samuro's already going top, so I'm just going to run top. Get the soak top, which is the soul lane. I'm going to apply Mark. He dodged it, but I'm still applying Mark to him. So he can't do anything because I'm healing off of his clones, which is why Malthael's so strong against Samuro. You know, when he has his clones, I can mark his clones and heal off his clones. So he messes up. He doesn't transition to mid. My 4-man goes bot. Their 4-man goes bot. He doesn't go mid. So I'm able to just clean up this wave real quick. Right? He's waiting to see if I'm around. He's trying to stall the wave out. I already clear mid, and I'm heading top. So he stays top. They're missing soak mid now. So I clear top, right? He's like, oh my god, he's just sucking off and healing. Like, I'm full health, he's half health. Nothing he can do. And now I'm going back to bot or mid. He's still top. Jane is pinging, she wants the globe. So I wait for her to come, give her the globe. Clear mid. I'm gonna head back top. See, my team got the bot camp, they're getting this camp. They're able to get a lot of value, like in this kind of area, because I'm doing both of these lanes at the same time. And that's why Malthael's so strong. He can do this on a lot of different maps where you can just go, I can do 2 lanes, and it frees up my team to get a lot of value. Obviously your team has to know what's happening. So in like low levels, they don't know what double soak is. So we're gonna see if we can get a kill here, you know. So here's what happened. I was able to clear top so fast, Sam's still here, that I was able to rotate to mid. And now we can take a 5v4 here because he's still top. We got this camp pushing. And so we're gonna push and try to take this 5v4, keep pushing in. Varian gets away, but we're able to get the KT. Spread the bomb to everybody. And now I'm gonna head back top because I don't wanna miss this soak. So we haven't missed any soak. And we got that kill. So I'm not able to get there, but there's basically 3 things you want to be doing as the soul laner, or as Malthael in particular. You can either double soak, you can push the lane, which he's not great at, or you can get a camp. So in this case, I'm going to get my lane. Right, I'm going to get this. I'm just going to fast forward a little bit. And now I'm looking mid. I can see my team is mid, so I can't double soak. There's no reason for me to push, so I'm just going to go back and help the Rhaegar get the camp. So we get this mid shrine spawning. This is really good because we're going to get our camp out before they get theirs out. And we should be able to get a lot. Basically on Infernal Shrines, you want to be the first one on the shrine as a team, or even just by yourself if you're a good shrine clearer, a good soul laner. And just get as many as you can before they do. So we're going to get a good lead on them right here. Excuse me. So we're getting this lead on them. Right, we have 20. Right now we have 25 to their 3, so we can just chill like back here, right? So this is a good picture, right? Our tank is up front. He's zoning all of them or 4 of them. We don't see where their tank is, right? We're back here. We're clearing, so we can just chill back here and clear. We don't need to push into them, right? Neither team is 6. They need to force a fight on us because if we just keep clearing back here, eventually we're gonna get it. So they need to force a fight. So. Right, she throws a heal pretty aggressively out here. The tank starts to come in, goes on the Jaina. So I'm going to move in to peel for this Jaina. Now they're forcing the fight with the dragon. Dragons pop. We just want to think back, right? We have such a big lead that we don't want to push into the dragon ever, right? You never want to push into dragon. So we're just going to back out, see if we can peel, chill a little bit, right? Joe's zoning up front. We back out. Joe gets away. Now we have 31-13. We still have time. So we can just chill, right? Wait for them to use their skills. He comes in. Oh, he's gonna die, right? I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna keep going in. So now 4v4. We still have a big lead. They still need 20, so we can back out. We can reset. I'm gonna tap. So oh, by the way, I took die alone. right, and Massacre. So now as I W in, I can apply my mark to like basically everything in here. So I go in, apply the mark, go in aggressive. I'm just gonna push these guys back. There's nothing they can really do. He missed his stun. Right, I apply my mark with my W there to all of them. We get it, and now here's the difference between, you know, Masters, Diamonds, and then below is as soon as we get the shrine, I go top, right? I don't go mid because I want to get value and get to level 10 first so that we can take a big 10 fight. You know, we're 7. They're going to be slow, and what happens here is I'm with the camp, so I'm pushing here. Even though Malthael's not good at pushing, I force them to respawn, and they send KT, which means their defense of this fort isn't going to be great. Right now they have Raynor, Alex, Varian, and Samuro to defend this fort, but Samuro doesn't have any siege. Really, they only have Raynor to defend this fort. So, you know, I'm just going to do my thing up here, try to get as much push as I can against this KT. Again, Malthael's not great. But now, alright, the Samuro can't do shit. So, and they do a bad jump, or they haven't even jumped it yet. So now they jump it, so we're definitely going to get this fort. And here's where I kind of mess up, right? My minion wave dies, so I can't really get value here. I'm starting to head down. I'm thinking, should I cut them off? I look here. There's not really anything I can do here to get value. You know, so as that offlaner, again, you're thinking, can I push? Can I double soak? Or can I get a camp? I couldn't push because I don't have a minion wave. I can't double soak because they're here. So I should have started this camp. But I kind of like balk at this bot, and yeah, I kind of just didn't really get any value. You always want to be getting value as the offlaner. And so there was a whole, like, you know, 20 seconds there where I wasn't getting value, which was my bad, but just head back top, you know. So Samuro's here. Tries to push me out a little bit, which he does. So I see now that I have time, right? This is only here, so I have time to get back to mid. So I'm just gonna go back, heal up. You know, I have Pale Horse. Just gonna fast forward. I start heading back to mid. I'm gonna get this mid soak. Joanna comes up. I see Joanna's here, so I'm like, oh, Joanna's gonna get the soak. I don't want to miss this top soak. The top. Get a top soak. So now what's happened is the Samuro beat me in rotation here, right? I'm clearing this, and I saw Samuro heading down to mid. So he's heading mid, and I see him go invisible and start going down. So I'm pinging to my team, a watch out, 5v4, right? What happened to earlier, right? When I came and we did the 5v4 here, and we got that kill. Samuro's doing it right now, so I'm pinging for my team, watch out Samuro. So he's mid, so they should be safe for now. I'm just gonna push this. We're almost 10. I see him coming down again, you know, so which means I'm gonna start hitting down. He's right here. I can't reveal him with my auto attack. He's invisible, so I hurt him with my E, but I miss. So we're almost 10. We're almost 10. I just want to get us 10. He's right here, so they should be safe. Right now we're 10. Couldn't get my mark on him. He teleported away, or did the clone image. So I'm just gonna head top because I saw him heading top. I ping that they should just take this bot, right? We're 10. They can just force spot. Force the 4v4. Rhaegar goes back. I don't know why he went back. He shouldn't have gone back. He could have saved her, but right. Just getting more soak. Let's get forward. We get the camp. So again, I want to start this and get as many as I can right away. So my auto attacks, right? They cleave. I'm trying to get my mark on as many as I can. And I just Q and just kill them all, and I'm healing off that at the same time. We see them here, see them coming up at 5, so kind of start to kite back a little bit, so we're not too overexposed. So we're getting a big lead, right? We got 16. I'm backed out. Pretty good lead. We're just gonna reset. You know, he uses ult. They use a bunch of skills. They use some mana. We're just gonna reset. I pre-tap. What I did there is I went and I tapped, and now, right, I'm getting a little bit of health. I'm gonna take this fight. I missed my mark because he parried it. So I'm not going to go in. This is just a cluster with the Hyperion and the Dragon Heal there. So we're just going to start poking at him, right? I don't want to commit too hard yet. still, so now they're ahead, so it's okay. We have to regroup. We have to push into them now. We have to make a move. I'm trying to get on this variant here. He parries my auto attack. Big ring, so now we're going in. I W, mark all of them. Get my ult off. And just clean up at that point. So they have 5, right? We don't see the Sam. So I'm just gonna, I stayed to clear that. As soon as I know we had it, then I left right away, right? Sam's already clearing mid. So I'm gonna go back to double soaking. But now since they're pushing top, I'm gonna double soak mid and bot, right? He's doing the same thing. I'm just trying to bully him. I'm slowing him down. And now he's finally going to bot. But he's gonna miss this, right? Now I'm getting ahead of him and so, because this is gonna push forward. Just focusing on the wave, right? Like, he's just kind of annoying. He wants me to chase him, but I'm just going to push down the wave, right? He's missing a little bit of soak here. He's going to miss these guys. He's already heading back here. Or, right. You know, the fact that he's dodging my attacks is fine. I'm still getting a lot more value than he is. Alright, just get that. So I try to get him here, try to make a move. Varian comes. I see my team coming, so that's why I stay in. Nothing happens. Back out. There's some camps here. So I don't know about this. You know, we're 4-1. I guess I should have gone there. Should have went there. This guy's trying to be cheeky. Just gonna see if I can get a last rites on him. Which I do, but she heals it up. Their ult, so ult for ult. I think my cooldown's shorter than hers, or it could be about the same. She tries to take the fight, she pays for it. Joe is mid, no. Tries to kill the Zul'jin, pays for it. Joe comes in. I don't think we're gonna get value here, right? Like if I go in, so this is, I left right away. I'm already going to soak this. I see there's a big wave here and I want to get that XP, even though we're 16. She pops dragon, you know, our Zul'jin's low. I'm thinking, you know, either we lose the fight, or at best, you know, they're able to just push back. They still have a fort here. They can just run back into their fort. Like, so I decided to leave right away. Just go for the soak. You know, it's 4v4, but we have 16s, but I don't know. It's like, if I commit the kill and we don't get it, I could have gotten top, you know? So that was my decision making behind that. And then they have 2 here, so I just, you know, they should be shoving bot. I can't get mid, really. I can't get top, so, right, my only recourse is to get the camp. So I'll get in the camp. They're taking a fight here. Weird fight, right? 2 of them are here and 2 of them are here. Rhaegar doesn't have mana, so he can't use his ult on the Joe. Joe dies. You see that, no mana. But it pays off actually in the end. So I know they're kind of bot, you know, I can get a couple. So I just go in and I get like, you know, 5, 4, and then back out. See the Samuro is going hard on this Jay now, and see if I can get on the Samuro. I know he's slowed. So I get a mark on him. Going in. Try to get that off. He gets saves. Team's coming. Ooh. Get the kill. Oh, Raynor. I'm gonna get the mark on the Raynor. So what I want to do is I want to get mark on him, because your W, what it does when you Wraith Strike is you go behind them. So I'm going to end up on this side of Raynor when I W in, right? My cooldown's already up. And then when I'm on the other side, I'm just going to body block him for my team. So I get on the other side, right? And I just body block, dead. So this, right, and this KT's not even at the fight, right? Because he's clearing top, right? The camp that I got. So Yeah, so the ult was meant for that moment. The Ancestral, I was able to re-engage. So we get this, right? So here, I'm looking at the lanes. All the lanes are pretty pushed, so I'm just going to push with this. I want us to get this keep. We want to get this keep, right? That's the priority here. So they get in the camp. So this is where this comes in handy, inevitable ends. So I know that the keep is going to prioritize focus the Punisher. So I'm going to be aggressive here and go in because I can pre-cleanse the taunt if he's going to taunt, or you know, if I think KT is going to hit me, because that's the only two CCs that they really have is the taunt and the KT. So I'm able to get a mark on the Sam. I'm just going to go in. And I go in just to get some poke, just so that they kind of focus me, so that this Punisher can stay alive a little longer. I don't see any threat to me, so I just run out. I don't even cleanse. So he slowed this guy, right? I'm going to see if I can get on the Varian. Mark him, get in, get the ult off. She ults, but it's too late. So now she gets big ring, kills 2 with the ring. And we get the keep. So this is going to be GG here. So here's another way that Malth gets value, right? Is she has 2 things that can help her here. She has the keep, right? She can run into the keep, and she has her breath to push me away. So what I'm doing is I'm going to throw my E out in this case, because I'm not going to be able to run to her. She's just going to push me away. So I apply a mark from a distance, and then I flip around her as I'm coming towards her, because I know she's going to use her push away, but I dodge it. So now I'm able to get mark on her and stay on her. So she's running towards the keep, right? I'm going to aggro the keep. I wish Joanna would have kept going. But, right, Joanna takes the first shot. She's unstoppable. Let's keep going. She backs out. I don't know why she backs out. So I'm going to try to get the kill. I don't have any mana, so I can't finish. But notice, now that it's hitting me, but I cleanse the shots and I'm able to get away. You know, that's just one example of how inevitable ends can be good. But, you know, if I would have had mana to get that next Q off, I would have killed the Alex. But, you know, I didn't. So, and yeah, that's the Malthael. It's so you can see super hard Sumuro counter, really good at double soaking, really good at getting that last hit, really good at going in and getting out, really good at staying alive. So as a solo laner, probably my favorite, I think, right now in this meta. Cool. Thanks a lot, guys.